Modern life often prioritizes extreme comfort and frictionless living. From our career paths to our social circles, the environment is engineered to reward those who simply go along to get along. For many men, this lack of resistance leads to a profound sense of aimlessness. When society no longer requires strength or resilience to survive, the drive for purpose begins to atrophy. In this climate, holding firm to individual principles can make a man look like an outlier. Steadfast beliefs are often viewed with suspicion, treated more like a social threat than a mark of leadership. This demand for absolute compliance creates a deficit of genuine strength. It leaves a society entirely vulnerable when the systems of comfort eventually fail and real adversity strikes. The YouTube channel The Alpha Path offers a provocative alternative to this vacuum. They argue that to reclaim purpose, men must actively remember how to be dangerous. This concept is distinct from reckless aggression or chaos. It describes a state of high capability that has nothing to do with the desire to inflict harm. Modern culture has often weaponized the word dangerous to suppress individuals who possess the skill and independence to operate outside of social pressure. Reclaiming this specific, misunderstood trait is the mechanism for breaking out of aimless compliance and finding a sense of direction. We must separate two ideas. Reckless impulse is chaotic. The dangerous man represents potential force perfectly harnessed. This is the ability to be the calm in the storm. It's the capacity for cognitive clarity and precise action, even as the environment deteriorates. This harnessed power manifests as a calm presence. Respect is commanded through capability rather than volume or physical intimidation. A state of disciplined emotional and physical regulation makes an individual remarkably difficult to manipulate. They are grounded in their own internal standards rather than social trends. Achieving this state requires a duality of effort. Mastery must be won on two fronts, the physical and the internal. Developing martial capability alters a man's foundational posture. The knowledge that he can handle himself physically creates a quiet, non-reactive confidence. Pushing the body through heavy lifting manufactures mental grit. The weight provides the necessary resistance to train the mind to handle the difficult tasks that life requires. Physical formidability serves as the operational container for intellectual sharpness. Without the body's ability to act, the sharpest mind remains limited in its real-world impact. The internal front begins with silencing the constant noise of modern media. Developing independent thought requires the space to hear your own mind. This space is filled with history, philosophy, and studies in leadership. These intellectual inputs build a framework that is resistant to external programming. Small micro-disciplines, like waking early or making a bed, train the brain to follow your own commands. You learn to answer to yourself before you answer to society. Actively seeking out physical and mental discomfort on purpose inoculates the mind. It builds a tolerance for the hardships a culture of ease avoids. Finding a tribe of like-minded men provides the necessary accountability. These peers ensure that personal standards remain high and prevent ideological isolation. These 5 disciplines provide the moral guidance system for physical strength. They ensure that the force being built has a directed, constructive purpose. The ultimate goal of this arduous dual training is the application of this power toward the needs of others. The accumulation of capability moves beyond the individual. The source material contextualizes this through Psalm 144 and 2 Samuel. These scriptures frame battle readiness and extreme strength as divinely guided callings meant to preserve the community. This strength comes with a specific mandate. Use this harnessed capability to serve and protect. It is a tool for standing in the gap for those who are most vulnerable. The grueling process of becoming formidable is an empty exercise in ego, unless that strength is deployed as a shield for those who cannot defend themselves. A dangerous man who has mastered his capacity for force is a stabilizing presence for a healthy society. This perfectly harnessed, morally directed power functions as a targeted threat to injustice. In a modern world facing genuine systemic challenges, a disciplined, deeply principled, and dangerous protector may be exactly the asset the world needs more of.